Hello, beautiful, wonderful people that watch this channel and find it amusing and maybe entertaining, well, and maybe educational, and I don't know, for whatever reasons. Thank you for being here. Thanks for saying hi and just really allowing me to rant on and amuse you with my live dramas and good things as well. Check out this amazing view right now that I have in front of me. It is just spectacular here, seriously. It's so beautiful. And behind me there's like a stunning sunset, like just amazing sky, so beautiful. It's been funny all day. It's been like raining on and off, and it's just been funny weather today, and it gets dark and it gets light. The sunrise and sunset is like, the sunset is super early and the sunrise is like so late. So when you're trying to fit in bigger rides, it's just it's a bit funny because you don't get as much time, and then you have to have really good lights and stuff like that. But anyway, so I'm not gonna do like a crazy big ride that I thought I was gonna do, but what I am gonna do is I've just been doing some case. Sorry, I'm just gonna let this guy go past. But anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about is, I know I've been away just a little bit, and I was at camp, and there's like so many different things that I want to talk to you guys about. Maybe I should just put you on like a drink bottle or something so you don't get the shaking or whatever. Right. So there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, seriously, like in my life over the last month, you can call it, but even over the last week, it's been like just so different and unexpected, and it got me to thinking about different things. But I guess important kind of points that I want to make with this video is, one, when you know that something is not right, when you know and you feel deep down that whatever is happening, whether it's a situation or a person or whatever, a mixture of everything, and it's all happening, and you feel like it's not right, you feel like it's not the right thing that should happen right now. Have enough courage and have enough respect for yourself to be able to get up, step out of the situation, and sorry, there's just like people walking around, step out of the situation and not be in it. And it can be like so hard, right? Because sometimes you're just really involved in a situation. There are a lot of people that you care about, that you might have like made promises or whatever. You have like responsibility to carry out. But when you feel like something is just seriously not right, not that you feel a little bit challenged and it's getting a little hard, but when you feel on deep down level that this is just beyond your limitations, the boundaries are completely being exhausted and crossed, and it's just not worth it at all. I was hoping that you'll see a bit more of the ocean. But anyway, let's do it this way. Don't be afraid to have trust in yourself, to be brave enough to just get up, stand up to the authority when needed, really, and just say, this is not okay, this is not good enough, I respect myself, I love myself, and I'm leaving. Like, basically just get up and go. And it is the same with like shitty relationships, right? And it's the same with shitty jobs, it's the same with shitty friendships, just like whatever, like seriously happening. Do not be afraid to understand and value yourself enough to get up and go and do what you think is the right thing to do for you. Because seriously, like, there's so many people in this world, right? And you're never gonna make just this one person happy. You're never gonna like make everybody happy and everyone agree on everything, because we live with like seriously like a ton of people around us all the time, right? But even just doing everything you possibly can to make one person happy, and that one person being not you, I don't think is right. And like, yeah, okay, like that comes in relationships as well, because you can't just live your whole life making someone else happy and completely ignoring your own needs and your own wants in the way, and your own, like, whatever you deserve and you want to follow through and be passionate about and follow out in your life. And I had like something happened but like you kind of, I guess, might get it if you watch the previous video, but like that whole thing was just incredibly challenging for me. And then there's just like a few extra things that have happened that completely like basically the last straw on the camel's back, right? Like it was just like just too much. It was just not good enough, not worth it anymore. So like it's fine, like I left. I left, and it was really difficult decision for me, because I obviously wanted to be there and I was expected to be there and I promised that I'd be there, but I knew that the situation just was not what I needed. And I just, seriously, I felt so drained and I felt so miserable and unhappy, and it reminded me of the time when I was like feeling that way when I was with an ex-boyfriend who was like depressed, and I was getting depressed, and I knew that the situation was not right either, because I'm like, that's not who I am, that's not me, this is not normal for me. But I also didn't, like, it took me a really long time to finally be able to say, nah, this is it, like I'm leaving, I'm out of here, this is not good enough and I don't deserve this, basically, and I shouldn't feel this way. And then this time it like took me a few days to feel it, and then be able to just say, nah, like this is it. And what was I going to say? I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's okay to, it's not a failure. Like the only failure that you can do is not doing things that you want to do in life. When like it gets to points when you're regretting things, I think it will be the things that you didn't do that you regret, like not leaving a situation sooner and doing something else that would actually make you happy. Like that's what I was gonna actually say, that I'm really happy in my life, like day to day, like kind of life, go to work, do whatever, like on the weekend and cycle at night and stuff like that. I'm really happy in that life and I enjoy it, and I work hard to make it better and better, make myself happier and figure out different things that I might want to do in the future in terms of, you know, changing friendships, changing jobs, changing this and that and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, just there was a message there. And and for me to feel the way, and especially like, you know, spending 3 weeks last month just being completely exceptionally happy with everything and anything in the world, like because I was doing exactly what I wanted to do, and I was so happy being on the bike and following my passion and being on an adventure, and it was so much fun. And then feeling complete opposite of the spectrum, it just really like took me by surprise, because it's funny, right? When you're used to feeling happy and satisfied and like, or at least like mostly satisfied and mostly happy in your life, because you're never like gonna, you know, so sometimes you will, but sometimes you'll have those times with people and moments and things which are not that great. But anyway, like it blew me away. It literally took me, like, I didn't know I could feel those feelings anymore. Like I didn't realize that I could still get that unhappy or that sad or feel that like devastation, you know, and it just like, yeah, completely like blew me away. I had no idea what was going on and that I was still like the same person. But yeah, I guess that taught me that I'm a freaking human and it's okay to feel those feelings even if you're used to not feeling them. It just really like highlights. Maybe I'll give you a better light. I don't know if this will be a better light. Maybe. Hang on. Yeah. and it's okay, and it's okay, and it's normal, and it's fine sometimes to feel that way, because then what you can do is do something about it and really appreciate those moments when you are feeling truly happy and you're doing what you want to be doing and you are living your dream, living your passion and everything. So when I was able to identify, I'm actually getting rained on right now, it's funny, but when I was able to identify that what was happening was just not right and completely just crossing the boundary, like I'm not gonna obviously like go on and talk about every single detail and stuff here, because you know, obviously this is like a public channel and people who were on the program would watch this, can watch this obviously, and I don't want to like name and shame and kind of go into too many details because it's, you know, but I was able to face person, I guess, or people, and I was able to communicate clearly what were the issues, and we're able to kind of work through it on the talking level. And I just removed myself from the situation because I knew that it was not what I needed, and I knew that if I was to stay there and then come back, I would really like feel very drained and very destroyed, and I didn't need that before coming back to work. But see, that also got me into thinking about this other thing, which is psychology of behind going on tours, going on these crazy long trips where you see hardly anyone, not just like any of your friends or any of the familiar places, but you see hardly anyone like a human. It's like, you know, at times it's just, you know, you see like a couple of people. Like the time I went for 90k and it was literally nothing, zero of anything. And then I stopped at a like little roadhouse, and there were like just two people there who owned it and ran it, and a couple of people who stayed there. But like, again, like how different that is, like, and dealing with that kind of situation for 3 weeks straight versus like coming back into regular life and maybe challenging yourself with even putting it's just like challenging yourself into putting yourself in situations where there's a huge group and you're always spending time with them and being with them and trying to, you know, give them something and stuff. It's just like, it's just very different, and it's very, but it really like got me to thinking about the psychology stuff of it. And if you were to go on tour and on really long ride for like, you know, days, like a couple of months even, or, you know, just even 6 weeks and stuff, which is like longer than 3 weeks, like it would just really, like, you'd go crazy when you come back. And if you force yourself into a situation that I forced myself into, like you're gonna freaking go mad if you're an introvert. And if you're an extrovert, you're probably gonna go mad. Cycling by yourself is really rainy, so I'm gonna go and hide in the bushes and keep talking to you, because apparently I'm not finished talking to you. There you go. That will like kind of drive you insane as well. So when you're considering like these tours, when you're considering all these like crazy long rides, I'm getting really rained on, like keep in mind that psychology as well. Like if you're an extrovert and you love being surrounded by people, then probably going from place A to place B where there's just the teeniest, tiniest little towns, like you'll find that incredibly challenging. Especially, and if you're an introvert, it'll probably be just a little bit easier on you. And as well as when you come back into reality, into regular life, and you come out of this touring situation, do not like be too hard on yourself. Do not be mean to yourself. Allow yourself to just really give yourself at least like a couple of days maybe to get used to regular life, to get used to like people you're used to seeing, like, because like seriously, it's physically it wasn't hard. Like 3,000 Ks or whatever, 3,200, whatever I did in like 3 weeks, like physically it's just whatever, like it's just so much fun. And I think it's it's getting your body used to it. Like, some people might think it's insanely crazy, right? And a year ago I would have thought, like, when am I going to be able to do this kind of stuff? But because like a year ago 100 kilometers was like a crazy challenge for me, right? And it's fine. It's just more like when you train and you get used to things, your body get used to certain fitness, and it's absolutely fine. But it's yeah, like that psychological side of things. You might be perfectly happy just doing your own thing and chilling out on your own in the bush, and when you like come back, just, yeah, kind of be aware that you need to give yourself time to get used to back to the civilization because it can be a challenge. And it doesn't make you a bad person, it doesn't make people around you bad people either. It's just something, I don't know, maybe like on an energy level even. It's just like what you used to and stuff like that. Anyway, it's like 16-minute video now, and it's freezing right now, and I'm getting really rained on. So I'm gonna stop this video now. Hopefully it was somewhat of help and it was interesting, and it kind of got you to think about different side of touring and these adventures as well. And like when you look into someone and say, oh my god, why is this person can do these things and I can't? Like, why all these people just happily chatting away with brand new people that they've never met before, and they're just getting along and everything's fine, and you find it as a struggle. Like, there's nothing wrong with you either. Like, because we are different, there are different ways that we communicate, there are different ways that we feel comfortable with communicating and interacting with other people in different levels, and we need, like, sometimes we need more time of being alone and being by ourselves to recharge and grow, and sometimes we get recharged and grow with hanging out with other people, like same as, you know, growing for hanging out with your friends. Anyway, I'm getting really wet now, so I'm gonna go because it's like super rainy. But also I'm saying hi to you guys. Sorry about super long video, and hopefully it was helpful and useful, and I will definitely get on to those vlogs and start making more videos because I have a lot to say, and I've had like a lot of stuff happening on my mind, just like kind of personal stuff, kind of motivational stuff, but also, you know, just about the trip and the gear that I have bought. Like the bike is just over there anyway, so you can see it. Of course I'm riding, like it just recharged me completely, like being on the bike, and made me feel a lot better really about everything. And the ocean, man, the ocean is like so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. You can sort of see it over there. But anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to stop counting calories, start counting hills. Count your adventures, count your passions. I'll see you again soon, and yeah, let me know if you had any thoughts throughout the video down below in the comments. See you guys. Bye.